Kia ora class. Hey, I'm just going to show you guys quickly how you can design a table, a really basic traditional style table using Fusion 360. Just follow along with these steps. I'm going to move reasonably fast, but you can pause the video at any time if you need to, or if you miss a step. So the first thing I want to do is I've got to think about, okay, what's the table made up of? So the first thing I can think of is legs. The second thing would be a top, so something on the top, and then another thing which you're probably not aware of is rails, which are the little bits of wood that connect the legs together to kind of make a frame. So this is just a really basic video just to show you how to do a basic coffee table, a wooden coffee table with some rails and a top. And it's just learning the concepts, some basic concepts of what you can do in Fusion 360. And I want to show you the easiest ways to do it. So I'm going to start off by creating a sketch. And what I want to do is, when I see this view here, I want to draw on the ground. So this is the bottom, the top layer here. But I want to draw on the ground, and I'm just going to draw some squares for the legs on the ground. So I'm going to click on this layer. And then I'm going to click 2-point rectangle, and from the center point here I'm going to click once and then drag out and click again. I'm going to hit D on my keyboard and I'm going to highlight this line here, click once, drag it out, click again, and I'm going to type in 40. And I'm going to do the same for this line here. Click once, drag out, click again, 40, enter. Now you'll notice that all the lines have gone black. They were blue before and they've gone black. That's because we put these dimensions in and it's locked everything into place. That's what I want. I want my lines to be black. I'm going to push the escape key, the ESC key. And then what I want to do, instead of drawing another 4 squares like that, or another 3 I should say, I can do what's called a rectangle pattern. So I'll click on these lines and repeat the pattern. So I'll go sketch, go rectangular pattern, click on that, and I'll click on this 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 lines here, and these little arrows come up here. And you'll see when I drag one out like this, you'll see that there's 3 coming out here. So what I'm going to do is click 2, because I only want 1, 2, like that. And I'm going to drag it out, and I can put in a measurement about what the distance is away from each other. So if I'm going to be doing a table that's 600 long, I can make the distance between these 2 legs 600. And then if I zoom out, you'll see how far apart they are. Or I might make it 400. Let's just go 400 for now. And then I can drag this arrow up and it'll do the same thing but the other way. So I'm going to go 2, and let's make, I think just by looking at that distance there, that's quite a good distance away just for a basic coffee table. So let's go, this is 150 away, and this distance down here was, just click on the arrow, 400 away. So if I just go OK, it will automatically draw all those squares for me, like that, and I don't have to redraw any more squares. So now I'm happy with them. I want to now make them 3D. So I'm going to click on my extrude button up here, or I can click E on my keyboard. And all I have to do is click each square, and I can type in my distance, so how far up it's going to come. So if I click, let's say 400, then it will add the distance. Now I can't see at the moment because I'm still in the 2D view. If I click on my home button up here, you can see now that, and I'll zoom out, that 400 is very high. So I can drag this arrow down and then get a feel for like what actually looks better. And I might have a look around. I'm going to pan around. I might actually bring it down to 200. It'll be quite a low table. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to click, make sure my operation says new body, and click OK. Now I've got 4 legs. Cool. At this point here, I can click A on my keyboard, and this brings up appearance settings. If I scroll down, I've got a range of different materials I can work with. If I scroll down again, more, let's click on wood, and I'll scroll down and I see bamboo light. I'm just going to drag that on each one, and it just quickly gives me a little visual of what those parts will actually look like. Okay, cool. So this is just the part 1. So that's how to do the legs. In the next part, I'll show you how to do the rails. Cheers.